Well, hello everybody. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Hope everyone is doing well today. My name is Sophie. I am a tarot reader. I can answer any of your questions. Today I am using the Hermetic Tarot deck, which slightly deviates from, only ever so slightly deviates from what I normally read from the RWS. It is basically RWS, but has some additional esoteric meanings to it. Will Lexi ever be a mother? That's technically a medical question, which I cannot answer. I cannot answer medical or legal questions, but to that I simply say if she's not fixed, anything is possible, right? If she finds the right little puppy, then anything is possible. So yes, good segue there. I can answer any and all questions with the exception of medical and or legal questions. Yeah, all my donation information is already pinned at the top of the chat. I do accept Cashapp, but if there's any possible way you can use PayPal or Venmo, that is always strongly preferred. But if that's the only way. I'm not trying to boycott Cashapp. They're just a little difficult, that's all. Although I have heard of a lot of people issuing Cashapp's services. Yes, I am also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. That is something that you are interested in. Please let me know beforehand, and I would be honored to read for you. I also do, I was talking to a friend of mine last night, fellow reader, two fellow readers last night. We talked at length about past life regression and our studies of that. And how fascinating past life regression is in all of its forms. The first time I was regressed was, well, the first, I tried for years as a child and I just couldn't get there. But it finally clicked in my 20s. I want to say I was about 27, 28 when I was finally regressed, and it was absolutely fascinating. And I've been deeply studying it for many years, and I have now developed a method of past life regression, utilizing tarot and my ability to communicate with spirit. I also provide or offer, I should say, soulmate confirmation readings. I don't believe in the whole twin flame thing, but I do believe in soulmates, and it doesn't have to be of a romantic nature either. It can be any person or an animal, for that matter, of any capacity, of any varying type of relationship. Whatever context it may be, it is still relevant. Same goes for past life regression readings. The intent doesn't have to be, as it says there, it doesn't have to be the past life that is most relevant to your current life's journey. If you have a question about a past life that's of a different nature or a different intent, we can always ask that as well. It's your reading, your choice. And I always like to suggest my OG love reading, although again, this doesn't have to be for romantic connection. This can be for any type of connection. We simply ask what the person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions are towards you, what your current energies are, and what their current energies are. And That's no additional donation amount. It's just simply a question, suggestion, because I do get a lot of clients coming to me asking how does someone, what's going on with so and so, etc. I think a clearer, more succinct way of asking that is kind of covering all the bases with thoughts, feelings, and intentions. I also offer private readings. I offer them just one-on-one, you and I. I offer them by appointment only, over Zoom. We ask as many questions as you want to ask. We pull as many cards as you want me to pull. There is no limit, and you can give me all of the context and backstory that you see fit. So those are very advantageous. I also offer private readings, no additional donation amount, for more like discretionary reasons, over DMs, over Instagram, voice memos, or typed over email is always an option. Yeah, I believe that is covered all my bases there. So the donation queue is currently open, so whoever donates next will be first. Oh my God, Ave, Shabbat Shalom, girl. How are you? I don't want to get like too heavy or anything, but I've been concerned about you, love. Thinking about you. Yes, Shabbat Shalom. Girl, I went to the best service last Friday. So I go to a super reformed temple. Let me show you my face, girl. Hey, 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 girl. Um, I'm okay. I'm trying to survive here until you're in, so I never asked where you were specifically in Israel, but you're in Tel Aviv. Okay. Yeah, no, I've been keeping up. I try not to keep up with the news, but since last Thursday, I have no choice. Um, and I love Tel Aviv so much. Did you grow up there? Is that where you grew up? Remember the last time I was there, I want to say, oh, girl, the last time I was there was right before COVID. It was January of 2020. It was like a month after I got back, COVID hit. It is unfortunate, but we are strong and resilient, and it is what it is for now, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. You are very, very strong and resilient, and yeah, you will prevail. Absolutely. Gotcha. Okay, I haven't explored too much outside of Tel Aviv or Jerusalem, um, but definitely to do. Um, yeah, the place I stayed at last time, like everything was just like well, I mean, it's just the way it is. Like there's bomb shelters everywhere. There's like our windows had like shutters, like metal shutters over them, and like just like really high security, high levels of security, which is really really good. There's something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, Shabbat last week. I went to shul and I knew that. So I go to a super reform temple and we got three rabbis. Rabbi Sydney is she's a lesbian. She's also a professional comedian. We go to shelters every few hours. Okay, so you're able to live. I was kind of wondering about that, like how often it is. Okay, so every few hours or so. Um, yeah, we have all been praying for you. Yeah, but get this, girl. This is even cooler. So there's three rabbis. There's Rabbi Sydney. Oh my God, I'm blanking on the other girl's name. I want to say Minnie and Rabbi Noah. And Noah is gay also. And I knew that we were going to have drag queens. I was just like, this is so cool. And I met the drag queens, and it's my rabbi's husband. And his name is Miss Gefilte Fish. And there was another one too. Her name was Tara Bull. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh, it was great. It was awesome getting to meet him. And I'll get to meet him out of drag next time. So it was wild. It was fun. I didn't know what they were gonna do. Like, are they gonna like do a death drop? Are they gonna like do a lip sync battle? They just danced around. It was really. I was like, are they gonna read from like the Torah? Like, or what are we doing? But they just danced around and like yeah, passed around challah and everything. It was great. It was so much. It was so much fun. Yeah, we do that the second Friday of every month at my temple um, for people in their like 20s, 30s, 40s that like don't have kids and stuff. I don't think reform is common stream. You know, I don't think it's too common. No, it's I should look into that, see how common it is. I know a lot of my friends. Hi, Brian. Thank you for your donation. I know that a lot of my Israeli American friends here um, are kind. They're usually Orthodox, or just a little more conservative. Um, and even people like I've been at temple and people have brought friends from like New York, and they'll just be like what girl one night Rabbi Sydney was just like, do like Shabbat is about doing, what did she say? Shabbat is about doing, taking the time to do the things that make you feel whole again. that bring you peace, that bring you rest and tranquility. If it's eating, then eat to your heart's content. If it's sleeping, sleep to your heart's content. If it's being with your partner, make love with your partner. And like, there was this person next to me who from New York, and they like gasped, and their friend was just like, "Dude, it's San Francisco. Like, just roll with it." Like, my rabbi told me to go do that. Like, dear, so funny. Mr. Brian, thank you. Let's go ahead and cue this up. How is my friend Mike currently feeling about me? I saw him yesterday, but he seemed like something was bothering him. Aww. What's Mike's sign? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Messengers and spirit guides, how is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Thanks, messengers and spirit guides, how is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Thanks, messengers and spirit guides, how is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Thanks, messengers and spirit guides, how is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Thanks, messengers and spirit guides, how is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Thanks, messengers and spirit guides. How is Mike currently feeling about Brian? Yes, Abe. Abe, are you on Instagram? You should totally friend me on Instagram. I'd love to chat with you more, or even email or whatever. But yeah, I would love to chat with you more. You be well, love, and lots of love and light, and lots of love and prayers to you always, and to Israel, to the entire situation. Okay, we have 5 of Swords reversed, the Emperor reversed, 9 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and 5 of Cups. How long have you known one another? You're very welcome, Ave. Thank you for stopping by and keeping me posted, love. He's a Sagittarius, okay. Spirit, and yes, Spirit has got your back, girl. I've heard things, just you know, I am just a girl who reads tarot, but I've gotten messages from Spirit that we're protected for sure. Yeah. I take a lot of I have a lot of faith in that. Yeah. So Brian, I was just going to say, before I saw you type almost 10 years, I was going to say, this has got to be a long time you guys have been cultivating this friendship with this 9 of Pentacles right here in the center. Yeah, he still has very fond affections for you as a friend, cares about you deeply, Brian, hasn't let go of that, but with this 5, we got 2 5s here. We got both the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords reversed. This 5 of Cups is telling me that I don't feel like this is something that you specifically did. I don't think that you specifically said anything or didn't say something that he wanted you to say. It's nothing that you did. But I feel like he's in kind of a dark place right now. 5 of Cups is loss, regret, guilt, sadness. And we're reading from the Hermetic deck today, which has its own little additional definitions. And the 5 of Cups is also known as the Lord of Loss and Pleasure. I'm feeling like, is he someone who you make music with? If he's someone who you make music with, hiccups. If he's someone who you make music with, I feel like that's something that is, it's always brought him a lot of joy. Something that's always brought him a lot of joy is not bringing, and it's not you, but there's something in his life that something used to bring him a lot of joy. It's not filling his cup up like it used to, and he's feeling a little unstable. I want a little some clarity on this with this Emperor reversed. How has he been behaving, Brian? Because the Emperor reversed. Sorry, one moment. The Emperor reversed is often a sign, yes, of someone. Yes, he's in the same band with you and get. Okay. He's going through a rough. He's definitely going through something rough in his personal life, and I don't know how much he opens up about those kinds of things. But there's something about working through some kind of recent loss or hit he had in his life with this Five of Swords reversed. The guy's not happy. I just heard that he's not, like, the man is not in a happy place right now. And I don't want to be I'm not being dismissive. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. That it's nothing that you did or said. If he's behaving weirdly towards you, or like I asked, I'm kind of curious as to like how he's behaving differently. Regardless of what his specific behaviors are at this time that are deviating from the norm for him, I do believe that this will pass. And you guys have been friends for an extremely long time. I'd be hard pressed to believe that you haven't seen him possibly be in, or maybe, I don't know, maybe this is the first time you have seen him in a state like this, and it's kind of throwing you for a loop here. But this is definitely something that he's going to work to get through and get over. But at this time, his head is not above the clouds. He's feeling low, but still deeply values you and your friendship. So again, I don't know how expressive he is in his communication. I don't know if he's the type to like open up. If you said like, "Hey man, like, is there something going on? Like, something maybe I could help you with or something," like, just kind of concerned. I don't know if he's the type who would like open up if you prodded in a kind way, just out of concern, or if he's the stoic type who wouldn't say anything whether you asked or not. But I think just being there for him at this time is, as his friend, as you have been, is crucial, because he is going through something, and it's nothing personal. From what I can see here. Well, thank you very, very much. Thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate you. Hope I brought you some clarity there. Yeah, I wouldn't worry. I mean, I am concerned about his mental state. But I also think that this is something that he will definitely get through very well. Thank you again. So the donation queue is currently open. Oops. So whoever, if you have a question, whoever makes a donation will be next. You're very welcome, Brian. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Hello, Tasha. Thank you so much for your donation, love. And you have your question right there. I hope you are doing well today, love. Hi. How are you? Happy Friday. Was S attracted to me when I went to work in a fitted outfit today? He seems to try not to react. Okay. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up in her fitted outfit? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up to work in her fitted outfit? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up to work in her fitted outfit? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up in her fitted outfit? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up in her fitted outfit? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up in her fitted outfit? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up in her fitted outfit? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up in her fitted outfit? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up in her fitted outfit? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, was S attracted to Tasha today when she showed up in her fitted outfit? Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, King of Wands reversed, the Emperor reversed, and the Empress reversed. Yes, yeah, Queen of Pentacles is very much the, like, she's seen as a very sexual, fertile being. He was attracted to you. He liked that outfit, but I'm also seeing, I do see that he held back in his expressions. Yeah, trying not to react because he found it frustrating. He might have been a little distracted. And I get the sense we've got both the King of Wands reversed and the Emperor reversed here. I get the sense that he feels that if he were to flirt with you or even tell you, like, you look good today, that it would be stepping out of bounds. And I know that you are that he is your subordinate. Yeah, and then this Empress reversed. It's like he does think that you are very, very attractive. But in terms of expressing that, he's keeping it on the low. Again, with this Seven of Pentacles right here, that's frustration. That's feeling frustrated. So that leads me to believe that, yeah, he was possibly feeling distracted. And I do think there's something to be said about him wanting to maintain propriety in the workplace. Like, it's fine to flirt and be cheeky and whatnot, but there are definitely, especially if you're in a position of power over him in some capacity, it's just like it's difficult to navigate in the workplace these days, and that intimidates him. It scares him. Basically, he doesn't want to compromise or jeopardize his job. But the answer is yes. He definitely was. He definitely does find you attractive, and he found the outfit very attractive. But this King of Wands, King of Wands is a man who is very, very, very attractive physically, sexually to someone. But when we see it in its reversal, it's like keeping it to himself, and not revealing that. So yeah, and I don't know how things have been recently with you and him. I think the last time we read about him was maybe a week ago or so. Um, are you guys like still flirtatious with one another, or did he just like pull back today? Because I definitely see and feel that energy of specifically like him having pulled back today, or like, and like, yeah, not expressing, like not being like his normal self. Um, and you hit the nail on the head too when you said that he seems to try not to react. That's specifically what he's doing, is he's like, he has to like force himself not to react. He's trying not to react, out of fear, of possibly being inappropriate in some way, um, or getting in trouble from higher ups. Excuse me. Um, but the outfit was a success, girl. It was definitely. I mean, he definitely found it very, very sexy. Um, but he's got to get past that fear of navigating this in the workplace. And I don't know if you know what the rules are for dating within your workplace. It's like a cat and mouse situation. I've been kind of pulling back to yeah, yeah. I know those situations. Yeah, if someone's going to pull back their energy, it's like why continue putting forth more energy into them if it's not being reciprocated? We tend to mirror people's energies in that way. But on like practical note, if you haven't already, I may have already asked you or told you this, but if you haven't already, I would definitely look into the specific rules within your workplace pertaining to inner workplace romances, because then you'll have a clearer idea as to what's like kosher, and possibly a dialogue could be had between you and him. Because I think that's where he's really lost, is there is that fear. And I've definitely seen that before too with other people. It used to just be, back in the day, people usually just met their partners, usually within the workplace, but since the whole like Me Too thing, it's just been really dicey. I know a lot of workplaces have some really stringent rules against that, especially if there's a power dynamic at play. But definitely something to consider as well. Well, thank you very, very much, Tasha. I appreciate you, love, and I hope I brought you some clarity in that situation. So the donation queue is currently open. No, it is not, because we have Ms. Tasha. Thank you so much, Tasha, for your additional donation. Would he be more forward if I went to work at another location, or would it not change? That's an excellent question. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, would S be more forward towards Tasha if she were to move to another location? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Would S start becoming more forward towards Tasha if she were to move to another location? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Would S become more forward towards Tasha if she were to start working in a different location? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Would S become more forward towards Tasha if she were to start working at a different location? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Would S become more forward towards Tasha if she started working at a different location? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Would S become more forward towards Tasha if she started working at a different location? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Would S become more forward? Oh, sorry, Tasha. It's actually $9.99. I just saw you donated $7.77. It's actually $9.99. So for both, so that would be so that would be an additional $4.44. And if you can't send that, then this will just be a 3-card reading. But if you want a 5-card reading, if you could send the additional $4.44, thank you so much. Oops. You sent no because you sent $7.77 for the first one, and that's it. They're $9.99 for 5 cards. So, it's so $9.99 times 2 is $19.98, and you sent $7.77 twice. Yeah, so that's $4.44. Thank you so much, love. Thank you. Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. Would S be more forward towards Tasha if she were to start working at a different location? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. Would S start being more forward towards Tasha if she started working at a different location? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. Would S be more forward towards Tasha if she started working at a different location? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. Would S be more forward towards Tasha if she started working at a different location? Queen of Cups reversed. 2 of Cups reversed. 5 of Cups. King of Swords reversed. And the World reversed. Wait, let me double check. I believe this is the World. I should know. Yeah, it is. The World reversed. Oh, okay. It doesn't look good, Tasha. It doesn't look promising. We've got 2 major love cards here, both in their reverse form. The Queen of Cups reversed, 2 of Cups reversed. I feel like if you move to another location, that it would be his loss. It would be a fat loss for him. And I just don't see him moving forward. I don't see any forward motion cards here. Even the art on this King of Swords reversed. He's in a chair. He's in Chariot, but we have it reversed. It's like he's still not moving forward. In fact, it would probably end up creating more distance between the 2 of you, because you wouldn't be seeing one another every day. I don't know. So have you guys spent time with one another outside of work, or is that like, and I don't mean like on a date or anything like that, but just like maybe like walking to one's car or mode of transportation or something like that. Because I feel like, yeah, I feel like I already feel like I sense and I feel that he's attracted to you physically. He's attracted to you. He enjoys flirting with you. He enjoys that rapport. Um, but I do see it creating a bigger distance. Is he messing around with Jay? She's a coworker that is no longer there. I was actually just going to ask, um, if he was still flirting with that girl. Um, let's see. Um, and thank you so much. I've given him a ride home after work, and that's as far as it's gone. Yeah, that's tough because, yeah, rapport outside of the work needs to be established. But if he's too scared to make any moves out of fear of, his job or whatever the case may be, then how is it's difficult. I see you putting in the effort, and I see him not, like, he does reciprocate, but not nearly as much as he should. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is S messing around with J? I feel like maybe if he is with Jay, then she's making sure he doesn't try to flirt with me or anything like that. I thought about that. Yeah. And he might be trying to, be respectful of her if they have something going on. But let's see what we have here. Queen of Pentacles reversed. 8 of Swords. The Hierophant reversed. The Hermit. And 5 of Swords. I don't think so. I really don't think so. No. I believe I still stand by the fact that they were flirting and they were trying to keep it hush hush. But again, with the distance, since she's left, that's created a distance between them. I don't think they even see each other anymore. With the Hermit here, 5 of Swords is defeat. 8 of Swords is shortened force. Yeah, I don't even see them communicating with the Hierophant reversed here. Yeah, and she's not his queen. I mean, we asked if they were messing around. They're not even messing around. They're not dating. I don't even think that they're talking, to be honest. I don't know when she stopped working there, but that's interesting because I thought maybe that was why he was trying to maybe, be restrained because of that. But I don't think that's the reason at all. I don't think it's another woman. I think it's the job I think it's the job situation, and he may need he may need someone who's really forward and assertive. And I'm not saying that you're not. I don't know you on like a personal like level, like, or like in real life. But I feel like he's the kind of guy who needs a woman to be like, hey, you're mine. Like, what are we doing? Like, we both clearly like each other. I like you, you like me. If you're afraid of the work situation, don't be afraid. I've already looked it up. It's fine. But that takes, like, that's a lot, that's that takes some cojones, you know? But it would be shooting your shot. Sorry, there was a fly I'm just trying to annihilate. You would be shooting your shot, but I feel like that's what he needs. He needs a woman who's just gonna, and that J girl wasn't that way. She wasn't the type to just be like, hey, like, you're mine now. But I feel like those are the kind of, yeah. I've been there, girl. I've been there when I've had a crush on someone, and then I realized they need a woman who's gonna be like, you know, really leading the way, and I'm the same way. That's just not my style in a lot of ways. Like, um, and I'm sure you've seen those relationships. I've seen them with where the women are like that with really nebbish guys. I've seen it the other way around, where guys are really, you know, just assertive with women. You see that a lot. But I feel like that's the kind of person that he needs, and I think that's the type of woman he's dated in the past. And he may not seem that way, like at work, in the workplace, and the way he behaves towards you in the workplace. But when it comes to his romantic life, that's the direction I think that he typically goes. And if that's the case, what also is to be considered is if he needs that so badly to be like led by someone very assertive, then what would he be like as a partner? You know, would you be having to like make all of his decisions for him, like, you know, because that's what I had to consider when I found, when I found myself in a similar predicament. Excuse me, so sorry. Where I realized that the person really needed a woman who was just gonna like just grab him, take him by the hand, grab the bull by the horns, and make him yours. And I was like, well, I guess I could be that kind of girl. You know, I could muster that courage. And then I thought about it. I was like, but do I want to be with a guy who needs that? You know, with that energetic chemistry work. You know. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing there. He's very passive right now in love. Does he know that I have someone else? Oh, you have someone. Do you have a boyfriend right now? And thank you so much for your donation, love. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha is with someone else? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha has someone else? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha has someone else? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha has someone else? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha has someone else? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha has someone else? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha has someone else? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha has someone else? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha has someone else? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Does S know that Tasha has someone else? Guilty. Oh, you know, this is a judgment-free, safe zone. That there's no judgment here. You're all good, love. And it helps me know the situation better as well. So here we go. We have 6 of Wands reversed, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor reversed, and the Moon reversed. No. He's got no idea. I don't know how long things have been going on with your current person, or how present they are in your life, like if they're ever around your workplace or anything. But I don't think he's done any like digital stalking or asked around or heard anything, because he has absolutely no idea. The Moon reversed, he's totally in the dark about that. Yeah, the Emperor reversed. He knows of no other guy in your life. He's not aware of it. Um, yeah, Four of Pentacles. Like whatever you've told him, whatever like you've told him about your life is what he knows. Um, yeah, and he hasn't been snooping around trying to find out. The Seven of Pentacles reversed, Six of Wands reversed. Yeah, that's a big fat no from me. S is completely has no idea that there's someone else. I he's a set. Did you say he was a Sagittarius? He seems to be very much just in the dark. Like, um, I don't know. It sounds like it's very obvious that the two of you have chemistry, and it sounds like he's very just like hands off, like passive. Oh, Aquarius, like me. Okay, yeah, we're weird in love. Um, and my Venus is in Aquarius. The dudes are especially difficult, I find. Um, yeah, the energy I'm getting from him is just very passive when it comes to a lot of things in his life, but especially romance. And again, that leads me to the whole him needing a dominant woman, which is interesting, him being an Aquarius, we're very much leaders. But I think when he's in a romantic connection, he likes to step out of that energy. That's what I was saying too. Like he may not seem like that kind of person when you guys are talking or getting to know one another, but that's really the type of guy he is, at least in love, um, outside of the workplace. But yeah, no, he does not. He does not know. He has no idea. So that is what I am seeing for you, Miss Tasha. Thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate you so much. And I hope I brought you some clarity to a rather confusing situation. Um, yeah. Yep, he seems to maybe be into casual relationships too. Yeah. I get that feeling too, that he's not focused on the idea of like being locked down with someone. Um, yeah, he seems to not really think about romance a lot. I'm sure he thinks about like sex, but um, in terms of like romantic feelings, he's kind of out to lunch there. Um, so that I could see that being a possibility too. But I mean, and to that I will say, if someone's into casual relationships, doesn't mean that that they'd never consider being in something long term. But it could just be where he's like at now, um, with his emotional maturity and whatnot. All right, so I have been on for just a little over 2 hours, so it is that time of night. I'm going to do a last call for any and all donations tonight. If you have a question that you need answered, now would be the time to send in your donation. You're very welcome, Tasha. Thank you, love. Thank you. Last call, everybody tonight for any and all donations. Thank you. Last call for any and all donations tonight. Thank you so much. Last call, everybody, for any and all donations. Thank you. All right, and with that, I'm going to call it a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.